Ladies and gentlemen, what a pleasure to have Mr. Bhargava with us, a legend himself in the automobile industry, someone who's been driving the corporate India story for the last 40 years, having served in the bureaucracy earlier with great distinction. Sudha, over to you. You can start.
What a pleasure this is, and namaskar to you, sir. I mean, you know, we need more and more legends like you to show us the way, show us the path. With your permission, sir, if I may start. Thank you very much. Mr. Bhargava, today's theme is, of course, India sustaining the moment and the momentum. This is a time when the world economy is facing headwinds. You know, everybody's very bullish about India. According to you, sir, what makes India's story so special?
You know, India always had a huge potential for growth. And that potential was based primarily on the quality of the people of India. I think there is no question, and nobody anywhere, I think, will question that if you look at the average intelligence of people anywhere in the world, Indians are amongst the most intelligent people that you will find on the globe. Indian people have a great commitment to hard work. If it wasn't for that,
Right.
you wouldn't have had the kind of resilience which Indians have shown over all kinds of adversities over centuries.
Yes, sir.
And if you combine intelligence with hard work, with the fact that God has endowed us with very fertile land, with a climate which permits you to grow 3 crops a year, which very few countries in the world have, we have all the ingredients for a rapid economic growth.
Right.
Unfortunately, it didn't happen for a long time. But why the world has become very bullish now is because over the last 10 years, the whole system has changed. And now people find that there are really no fetters on them for growing to the full potential.
Mr. Bhargava, you know, obviously the last decade has been a decade of momentum, and we're all, you know, so cognizant of it. But for India to truly be Viksit Bharat and that $30 trillion target that all of us aspire to meet, you know, it will take about 9 to 10% growth sustained over the next at least decade or more. Are we ready for that? It's good to have that, you know, aspiration and that, you know, dream to go to $30 trillion, but we haven't grown at that pace. The world hasn't grown at that pace. And how do we, you know, actually make it happen? Especially when manufacturing, which leads the global agenda in growth, is not the strongest point. Of course, there is an exception like Maruti, which you showcase.
You know, Rakesh, we have to get rid of a lot of baggage which we have accumulated over 60 years. And that is taking time. And that baggage is in terms not only of the entire systems of laws and regulations and practices. It's the way we have trained our bureaucracy to function. It's the way we've trained a lot of people in this country to think
Yes,
of
sir.
how business should be done. And we are no longer able to say, at least even now, I think, that business people think more about...
Sir, may I
keep it
request
close.
you to hold
Think
the
more about their company's growth, and they think more about the fact that they need to find ways in which they can accumulate wealth for themselves. Because for a lot of decades, growth was not possible, taxation were very high, and people therefore optimized that by saying, why worry about the company growth? Let the company be at a certain level. We will accumulate our wealth. I think that attitudes have to change. And I think the younger people, the younger generation in India is changing that. And that is one of the factors, I think, which will sustain us when you're saying over the next few decades.
Yeah.
The younger generation and their attitude.